this this story actually inspired um my song called "The Devil's Calling." It's one on my album.
Cool.
So I'm at home. I'm in Canada, sleeping in the basement. Everything's normal,
As you do in Canada.
as you do in Canada. It's Christmas time. And mind you, like at certain points in my life, I've seen like shadowy figures while sleeping. I'm not going to say shadowy figures of the devil because I just don't like the way that sounds. But, I believe in good. So if you believe in good, you have to believe in evil.
Has to be.
And I've always believed, I'm at war, but that's a whole nother story. So I'm sleeping, right? And sometimes, like when I take naps, when I know I don't have as much time for the nap, like I'll find myself like lucid dreaming almost or something like that. And it's like to the point where I'm there and I'm sleeping and I feel like I have to break out of the dream and actually use physical force to break out of it. And I feel like if I don't break out of it in a certain amount of time, like I'm gonna like be trapped there forever. And it's like really crazy. So every night at that point, I got in this habit where I'd be going to the bathroom like midnight. So like halfway through my sleeping schedule, I'd probably wake up like 2 or 3 and go to the bathroom, have some water. I'd have string cheese. It was a whole thing. I love string cheese, by the way.
Okay.
Just had string cheese.
I relate. Midnight string cheese. I'm on the same.
And kombucha. I'm drinking
We have the
kombucha.
same taste.
That's the same kombucha that I mess
this
with.
is us.
Oh wow. Good for your gut health.
Yeah.
So I get up. It was around 3 to go to the bathroom. I stand, I'm walking to the bathroom, walking. I take a right, I'm out the door. Now I'm walking to the bathroom. As soon as I get about halfway to the bathroom, something pulls me and like, it goes like zoom, boom, and slams me on my bed.
How far were you from your bed?
I was like maybe like 4 meters.
Wow.
But like I genuinely thought that I wasn't dreaming. Like it legitimately felt normal.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something pulls me back to the bed and now I'm in the dream realizing, oh, you're not awake.
Oh my.
And now I'm levitating on my bed and I'm just there. And now I'm in that sleep paralysis thing where I'm like, oh, I'm trapped here and I got to use like actual force to break out of this dream. So now I'm just in it. And usually when I'm in it, I'm like, it's like really hard. It almost like hurts to like try to get out of it.
Can you let me ask you a question? Because I have like really this very similar things that you're describing. When you're in that like sleep paralysis state, can you breathe?
I can.
Babe, Soraya
I've never felt like I was suffocating, but I've always felt like if I didn't get out of it fast enough, like I would almost like lose my life there. Like it would be over. Like right. I feel like there was like a time limit on it.
Right.
So maybe that was me feeling like I couldn't breathe. I don't know. So now I'm trapped levitating. Oh, sorry. What did you say?
Nothing. I just want to say thank you because Soraya, who is Paige from WWE, just came in and I'm like a huge fan and she just gifted subs and I'm freaking the fuck out a little bit.
Oh, that's dope.
So thank you.
Hey, shout out to the WWE.
Yeah,
I know. She's on AEW now and her like debut there was absolutely amazing. It was crazy. I got goosebumps. I cried a little, but thank you so much. Okay.
Hey, we lit.
Okay.
So now I'm trapped, levitating over my bed and my back. And now it's like a whole God thing. Essentially, I started like shouting like, amen, amen. And then boom, I broke out of it.
Whoa.
And I woke up.
Full body chills.
Right. And then, after that, the next day I recorded a song called The Devil's Calling.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. And then, that's pretty much the story.
That's unreal, dude. So because the whole sleep paralysis thing like happens to me a lot too. And it's always like, it's not always like a scary situation, but it's always like a situation that I like need to get out of. Right. And like when you're like, yo, you have to like sort of muster your physical strength to like break out of this like sleep paralysis. That's what I do too. And sometimes I feel like Nova's laying next to me in bed sleeping, and I feel like I'm trying to send her signals like, hey, wake me up. So I'll be like trying to move my shoulders or like move my head to like wake. Like when you break out of this sleep paralysis, is it like a physical thing? Because I'm always like,
yeah. When I break out, it literally feels like I have to like it almost like hurts. It's like, it's like trying to like get out of it really hard because I can't just normally get up. It's weird.
Exactly.
That's
Oh, dude.
crazy. What did you do when you woke up? Did you go? I feel like that's not the thing you go back to sleep from.
He went straight to the studio and he recorded that record.
Well, I finished sleeping. I went. I think I said a prayer. I think I said a prayer, and then like I went back to bed and woke up. But like, what was the craziest thing about? Because I legitimately thought I was awake going to my normal bathroom break like in the middle of my sleep. And then when something like it pulled me back like so fast, like boom, boom, and then slammed me on my bed. When I woke up, I was just like, I really thought like I really felt like I was awake.
So when you really woke up, were you questioning if you were really awake that time?
Initially, it felt real. It felt really real. It actually happened to me the other day. I was sleeping, but so I had to be somewhere in 40 minutes. So I was like, okay, well, let me just try to get this 20-minute nap because I'm exhausted. But like when I don't have a lot of time to sleep is when I find myself getting in sleep paralysis a lot. So I don't like taking naps anymore, unless I have like 4 hours to nap.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, which is essentially
a half sleep.
Yeah, that's not a nap anymore, bro. But I respect that.
So it's half sleep. So yeah, it happened the other day. I thought someone was knocking on the door. I get up to go check, and then I'm back in my bed, and I really thought I was awake, but I wasn't. Dude. And then I had to do the break out of the sleep thing again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like when you're a kid and you got to wake up and go to school and like, what the hell's going on out here? Oh, okay. You got to wake up and go to school and you have this like dream in the morning that you like woke up and got dressed and you're like already at school, and then you wake up and you're like, fuck.
Right.
I still got to do all that. But this is like the grown up scary version of it.
Okay, I've actually had a really scary lucid dream before, and I do think that there's something more to them than it just being a dream, personally, because this one, I was sitting in a room across from like a faceless kind of man. Like I couldn't pick him out. He had a face, obviously, at the time. And he was like, listen, he gave me, this is when I was about 16. He's like, you're going to go through some stuff in your life. And he's like, you're going to be okay. And he's like, and I have to tell you something else, because the second that I tell you this, it's going to rip you from here right now. And I was like, okay, like, what is it? He's like, you're dreaming. And then it like pulled me straight out of the room. And I was like trying to hold on and stay in the dream. But sometimes in a lucid dream, like you can't stop yourself from waking up in the same way that you can't make yourself wake up if you have to. But I had a very, very rough childhood. And specifically that message has stuck with me.
That's crazy.
Throughout my whole life, this like strange man telling me that everything was going to be okay.
That's crazy. You never told me that story before. I feel like you're just making it up because Dax had such a good story.
No, I think I have told you. But
Dax had such a good story. You got to compete, babe. I get it.
No, it's a lucid dreaming. It's not really paranormal. So I haven't thought, and I've definitely told you about it because I used to write all my songs about like someone talking.
Oh, so now you based a song on it too, huh?
Oh my
like
God.
My boy Dax did.
No, I reference it in songs.
Crazy. Well,
I distance myself from dreams lately too. Like I've completely like taken myself out of like them having any type of.
Yeah, you
like,
can
now.
Bro.
Too many kids tell me about dreams they have of me, and I'm like, well, that's not fair because I don't know what you look like, so I can't dream of you.
Yeah, and like I've had that too, man, where people are like, hey, I had this like really crazy dream about you last night, and then they tell you about it and you're like, oh fuck, like
because they're almost expecting you to
I hope you're not like
dream.
a fortune teller or something, because that sounds horrifying. Like
exactly. So just like, I've just distanced myself from any type. I don't put anything into them anymore.
Yeah,
I don't, but I leave the door open to like, okay, well this could be something, but it's likely not. But I have woken up from like weird dreams and like checked on a person that I was dreaming about, you know, or just like I leave the door open where I'm like, oh, there could be some meaning to it, but I also don't close the door on anything except like flat earth. That's where my door's closed. I'm flat.
That's it. That's where you draw the line.
I draw the line at the earth being round.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I respect that. I respect that. Well, I mean, that was pretty good, man. It's honestly like you just made me think about like all of the horrible sleep paralysis experiences I've had, and now I like don't want to fucking ever sleep again. So,
Right.
Thank you.
No, thank you, man. Yeah, stay away from those naps. Those naps will.
Yeah, they'll get
nap
you.
no more.
Do you
They
think
will.
it was it's probably the cheese stick because you're not supposed to eat dairy before you go to bed. So if you're like living on a lot of
Dude,
cheese,
that's true. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to eat dairy before
so
you
you're
sleep.
giving yourself nightmares, Dax, by eating nothing
Wow.
but cheese
Yeah,
stick.
cheese string is my favorite snack.
Has it been your
It
favorite
is.
snack for like forever?
Yeah, since I was a child, I've always loved cheese string.
Do you do anything creative with them? Like I know like some people like fry them up.
No, recently I've been getting the cheese blocks instead of just like nibbling on the
cheese-
cheese block.
Wait, like just like actually you're just buying cheese and then just like nibbling it.
no, like this
Oh
one, this
my
one
God.
right here, like it wasn't pull strings. It was this little square.
Okay,
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but I will, like I had the pullable ones in there as well.
You got like a little bit of a variety. You're like,
Right.
today I
All
want to play
different
with my
types.
food a little bit while I eat it. So I'm gonna get the
Exactly.
string.
It's a good snack. It doesn't fill you up. It's just
Just gives you horrifying dreams, but they're delicious.
horrifying dreams. Exactly.
Good trade-off.
So
I'd pick good food over everything.
yeah. Well, Blair White was just on here. She told us her scary story. The chat's going crazy. Like you've
Oh, really? I
nobody
wish I could
wants.
see it.
I know.
Dude, there's a
Hi,
lot
chat.
of
What's up, chat?
there's a lot of people co-signing the string cheese, bro. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Big thing.
Like
Gypsy
I
just
think you
donated
may have just
105.
single-handedly like boosted the string cheese stock. Like
Thank you,
Cheese string
Irish.
will change your life.
They're all
I'm
saying
going-
sup, Dax.
Oh, it's twitch.tv. It's not even .com. Wow.
We got our next question.
Oh, super
What
cool.
piece of
Yeah, I gotta look
memorabilia-
into this thing.
Yeah,
dude.
it's so
Yeah,
fun. If you have any
it-
questions, let me know. 'Cause
do
I'll
you
help
do you do you game, Dax?
Nah, I don't play.
You don't play games? I mean,
No.
I don't
no,
play games either.
Nova doesn't like, yeah. Nova is really, really bad at video games, but that's the whole thing about her Twitch is it's called Nova Sucks at Video Games. So she sits around with all,
so you still play?
she sits around with all the homies and just plays video games really poorly for hours on end.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
string
wanted to
cheese
get
is-
back into video games recently. Like, I don't know. I haven't just been able to.
What did you used to play? You ever have a N64?
Man, I used to play WWE SmackDown. I used to play Raw. I used to love that.
The wrestling
Your
games
shit.
were the bomb, dude.
Right, man. Oh man. Yeah. On the GameCube, on the PS2.
Dude,
They're saying I'm a boss on Fortnite.
I feel like
I'm good at Fortnite.
yeah, you're good at Fortnite. I feel like GameCube is the most like underrated system, dude. It kind of came out like in the midst of like I think that was like a PlayStation 2 era, and GameCube kind of got slept on. But like the wrestling games, the hockey games,
The hockey games were lit.
dude, there was a game called NHL Hits for GameCube where like
think I
fighting
played
was
that.
a big thing in it, and you could like hit guys through the glass and stuff. Like combat was like a big aspect of this NHL game. It was the fucking bomb.
Guys, that's not spooky content.
So should
Was
we
my
let-
shit was mine spooky enough? I mean, it was.
It was really good. I actually love
Okay.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually like it was the scariest because it's sort of like rooted in reality and like
It reminds me of Freddy Krueger.
yeah. Now every time I lay down, I'm going to be thinking like,
Right.
I hope-
No, it's
I
really
hope
Well,
I'm
no,
not
you're
gonna
still
be
gonna be thinking,
paralyzed,
oh
dude.
fuck with my next music video. Just not a-
That's a
Literally,
fact.
the last thing this man says to me before he goes to bed every night is, "I gotta get another music video done." Can you let me like sleep?
yeah,
Can I just chill?
I'm
Like, in
living my
bed.
nightmare constantly, bro.
Yeah, this is
Fuck.
literally your nightmare.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But all right, bro. Okay, we'll let you hit the road. Congratulations on Depression, bro. Amazing song,
Congrats.
amazing video.
Thank you.
It's incredible.
Appreciate
So Nova and I discussed before we went live today what was the least awkward way that we could get off stream with people when they were done telling their story.
Because I have social
And-
anxiety, so I need.
So I
plans
came
like
up with the
this.
code sentence, and it's off with his head. So Dax, man, it was a pleasure having you here. Much love, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, chat.
All right.
Off with his head.